Okay, so now we move from books to television and film. And television and film is, one of those things that, this is exactly why we're here. And it's the Golden Globes. So the Golden Globes, okay, have already come up and come out with a date for next year. Um, Fascinating to see how um, that's going to be, they already have a date for it. And it's just amazing to me that they do. Um, so it's one of those things where I'm curious. So here we go. The Golden Globes, and this was by THR. The Golden Globes will return Sunday next year, but it will remain who will televise or stream the shows. Next year's Globes will be on January 7th, 2024, which is a Sunday. Now, this moves back to the Sunday in the January spot of the awards calendar. It's going to be hosted by Jared Carmichael, and it's going to be aired Tuesday on the 10th on NBC, and partially to the conflicts in the New Year's Day and the NFL's last regular season in the Critics' Choice. The Golden Globes made a deal with NBC, the network which would broadcast since 1996 for the Globes, declined to air the 2022 edition in wake of an entertainment industry boycott sparked by the Los Angeles Times. The expose in 2021 that reveals the Globe's organization, the HFP, the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, contained no black members and had engaged in unethical conduct and suspect financial practices. This year's telecast averaged 6.25 million viewers, down from 10%, from 6.91 million from the last televised ceremony in 2021, because of course, COVID. With future editions of the awards show, including the 2024 show, the ceremony, it's going to air, but we don't know where it's going to air. And it's possible that SAG recently inked a deal to stream their ceremony on Netflix, a streaming partner which could be a future place for the Globes to go. This is produced by Dick Clark Incorporated Productions. Um, Let me say this. I think that the fact that they're actually going and they don't know where they're going right now, they've already got the date. They wanted to lock everything up now. Um, it's interesting to see this. I think that I mean, obviously, it's going to depend on a bunch of things. I mean, we're 9 months away. We're not hell. We're not. We're still in the award season of 2023. You know, um, we've got about 3 or 4 weeks from the Oscars. So it's fascinating. The Globes came out and did this now. Um, I just, it's. I think people, in all honesty, I think people are going to forget about this. I think people are going to forget about this, and I think people are just going to um, brush this off to the side, because what will end up happening is um, they're in the here and now. They don't care about next year's Globes. They care about what happened at this year's Globes, and they're going to care about what happens at this year's um, the rest of the rest of the award season. So I think that, look, it's one of those things where it's good to announce it. I'm happy they announced it, but at the end of the day, it's it's not that big of a deal, okay? Because people don't care about it. They'll start caring when award season happens next year, not right now. So I'm glad that they announced it. I'm glad they've got their host. That's a big deal. But I do believe that in the grand scheme of things, um, the news just isn't. I know why they did it, but I just don't see. I don't see the importance of it. So I mean, we'll see. I mean, I think it's going to be come. This will start to be important when the after March because you know we could have all these other SAG might be going to Netflix and everything else, so then you might have precedent, and that's a whole other thing. So, but it's out. The Globes are out. They have a date. They have a time. They probably have a place too. Um, and you know, we'll see. We'll see what happens with it. I'm interested in seeing what happens to it. What do you guys think? Do you care the Golden Globes have already announced what date they're going to be airing, whether it's on streaming or on NBC? Do you care if it is on streaming or NBC? Or are you the type, let's get past this award season before we go to the next award season? Um, Leave your thoughts down in the comments. I'm really fascinated to see what you got to say.